Hi Dee. Hi everyone. It is a very clear night with a full moon. I've just been walking with my flashlight here. I am out where I saw the eyes in the video where I was out at the dam at the hedgerow back that way. Now I'm out where I saw the eyes, and I'm going out into where the video of out and to the left was during the daytime. So I'm headed out that way, and as soon as I turn the light on here, you'll be able to see. All right, and off we go. And I've already been walking for 20 minutes. I've had some little, I'm not going to say actual fear, but a little bit of trepidation of coming out here. I know I'm used to going back in my nursery because I know where everything is in there. So even if I went off the trail, I easily know where I am, unless they're messing with me like they did once, but for the most part. So I won't be leaving the trail tonight. I want to get back in here in a couple of turns. And in my backpack I have my handy dandy tablet. And a little cracking off to the left or to the right here. Kyle, I'm coming in here tonight. It's just me. I'm gonna come play D. I'm not sure what this drag trail is out. Maybe somebody got a deer. Doesn't seem like a deer would be that heavy to make that much of a trail if somebody was dragging it, but it's possible. There's not 2 tire tracks, so I'm not sure what's going on here. It is 37 degrees. It's actually too cold out to see my breath very good. Can blame it on the wind, I guess, but those white birch were not snapped off like that the last time I was back here. Now it's only 2 nights ago that somehow or another my doggy door got broken, and a mouse and a handful of grass showed up. And I stood there for a very long time looking at the situation, and I could come up with a lot of different situations of how that doggy door got broken like that without any damage, but it just snapped the heads of the bolts off. They're only plastic. It was cold out that night. Maybe both dogs together tried to go out the door and got stuck or scared or something, but jumped up or went off to the side somehow. And broke those bolts off. I have 2 cats. One is the white cat that I found, and my calico cat. They do bring me dead animals, so that's perfectly fine that I found a mouse there. But the handful of grass and my fence being bent down and that tree having a little bit of the bark scuffed off of it leads me to believe, since I do believe that Kyle exists, maybe a dog man, since I believe they exist, I think that it quite possibly could have been them. I have not investigated these woods at night, so I'm not sure what kind of night sounds are normal in here. There are, like right there, some people have put tacks on the trees to come out here because it is hunting season now, bow hunting season. Well, pretty much I just wanted to get past this culvert, because past this culvert is where I found the structures out in the woods here on the right hand side. Ooh, my fingies are cold today. And I can see quite a ways in both directions right here. I have right here at this tree, broken tree right here, there are double and single tacks out through the woods out there. So I'm thinking that somebody has a tree stand out there. I'm going to walk just a little further down in here and set the tablet up, and probably stop this video and start a brand new one if I don't see anything before the tablet. This is a second culvert, but this is where the really big tree things are, and this is quite a large wide open space right here, so I think the tablet will be a good place right here. They'll have to sneak up if they want to see what's going on the tablet. They'll have to sneak up to the tablet a little bit and get just a little bit away from that fallen tree, because that's too easy for them to sneak up, because I do have my game camera to set by the tablet. All right. Right here, I think. Let's see if I can move that. Open these up. Okay, now it's going to give me some light. I'm sorry you're pointed at the ground. Having a hard time getting my backpack off my back. My coat on. Right. So, that way's pretty open over there. This place, this side's pretty closed. So, here we go. I'm gonna set my backpack right there. That. See if I can get the tablet started. YouTube. This place is always scary. Drag it back to the beginning. That on maximum. Right. clean up from some of this. All right.
Okay, they got some kind of something going on the other side of the lake here.
Gonna restart this video after I take the tripod. That. Hi Dee. Hi everybody. I'm out in the woods today, out where Dee said out and to the left, where I saw eye shine when I was at the dam. I'm on the road that the loggers made a long time ago out of wood chips. So you're only seeing leaves now, but I'm standing on about a 8-inch mat of wood chips. I go nice and slow. You can hear Dee on my tablet pointed in that direction over there, and so is my trail cam. So if anything comes out into here, maybe I'll get a picture of it. And I'm hoping that my tablet will conceal the actual trail cam signature. I'm playing this same download that I played before. I'm going to have to download a different one. They're going to get bored of that one if they keep listening to it. I turned the video on and walked out here with the video on, but I didn't hear or see anything, so I restarted the video. Dee's video runs for 1 hour and 6 minutes. I don't know if I'll be able to come out here this long. Depends on what happens. So, headphone users, watch your ears. Miss Lady Raven Moon, especially you. Kyle! Whoop! I'm going to try something different. I don't know why, I just had the idea. If I need to get my friends out, I'm going to have to drop the camera, but I'm going to hold the camera and the light in my right hand and the flashlight in my left hand. Kyle! Whoop whoop! I'm out here today. It's just me. Don't be scared. The leaves are a little bit wet and partially frozen, so they're not making a lot of noise. Although the phone likes to hear noises that are in the background better than your voice. And definitely my breathing. I'm sorry. I'm one of those breathers. When it's cold outside, I can't breathe out of my nose, so I'm going to breathe out of my mouth. Right at the camera, of course. Maybe I'll hold it off to the side a little if I can, like that. I always, when I listen to my videos back, it sounds like I have asthma or like I'm 90 years old. I feel like I'm 90. I'm only 60, but. So the trail cam is back there pointing off to the side. So if they try to come up and see the screen and see what D is doing, and see what that is, blue thing that's moving. Maybe I'll get a trail cam hit. Dang it. Right there. You can see, I'm pretty sure that's another tack. Dang people. I didn't come out here at nighttime, I only came out in the day, so I can't tell how long those tacks have been here. I haven't been back here at night. I don't know if it's, sorry, I'm trying to breathe above the phone. Maybe I'll hold the phone lower. Hard to tell how I'm going to be able to hold the phone and not breathe in front of it, but you gotta just keep moving. All right, what was I saying? I don't feel alone, but I don't feel like anything's close by. I just feel like I'm in the right place. Kyle! Whoop whoop! Kyle! Come on, buddy! Now, if they try to scare me out here and make me decide I have to get back to my car, it'll take me half an hour to get back there. Number one, you shouldn't run because you might trigger a prey reflex. Number two, I've had a hip replacement and I am not about to run in any case. And I know I'm looking around at my normal pace. And every time I watch a video, I'm like, I have to slow down because when I do this right here, because I'm trying to see something, I'm just darting my eyes from place to place. But when you watch the video, it's like I'm whipping it around so fast. Kyle! Whoop! Now I left the video playing back there about equal to where that brown birch is way out in the woods. About 300 yards or so away from my video player, but it's back in that direction. I'm walking down the trail towards the corner of that open field. And right there, I can never see the damn thing. There it is. That is my neighbor across the street's outside light of his house. And that is way, way far away down on the other end of the beaver swamp, which is, we're looking almost a half a mile to that light. That's how clear of a night this is. And I showed it on the other one maybe, but there's a nice, beautiful full moon up there. I just heard a little bit of a whistle, maybe? Maybe it was me breathing in and out of my nose whistled. But it sounded like a little whistle, maybe 50 or 75 yards in this direction. Kyle! Whoop! I'm not positively, absolutely sure. See, I turned my light off. I'm not positively, absolutely sure what goes through their mind. Now down there, now I can see that light. Oop. See that light right there? That's the other neighbor that's a half a mile down the street from the other neighbor I just looked at. He's way across a big open field in the beaver swamp, and that's about 3/4 of a mile to that light you're seeing. So that's very clear night. There's no fog, no wind. I'll be quiet for a second, and you might be able to hear the highway. In that direction, if you can hear the highway, but that's 1.25 miles. Got that open field where I stopped, and then you got that beaver swamp that was at the end of my video of the railroad tracks. It's way down that way, but the sound is carrying quite well. I wouldn't doubt that Kyle can hear me for a good half a mile when I'm just talking like this, probably. Kyle! Now, I don't know if you can tell. Probably not. But I'm no longer walking. There's bare dirt. I'm no longer walking on the wood chips, so I'm parallel with that open field is right there. And at the end down there where you can see that tree, and it turns left. It does not go between those two trees. It turns left right there and goes to the corner of that open field. And I haven't heard anything yet. But I will take a nice slow turn for you guys to see, or me to see later. I know I have like 82 or 83 subscribers, but very, very few people ever look at my videos all the way through. I don't know if you people that do watch it all the way through, if you're keep track of YouTube Studio, it tells you all kinds of stuff, like the average time that your video is watched and all that stuff. So I actually have one stupid little short video that I was on this trail. It's called 820i. I don't know where it was, right after some popular videos anyway, but 1,400 people clicked on that video, but the average watch time was 5 seconds. I just thought it was really funny that 1,400 people saw my video. And I did get some subscribers, and I finally went up over 50 where I could make a live. But unless I can catch a time where Dee has nothing to do, I'm not going to make a live, because she's going to be the only one watching it. Maybe a couple other people, but I don't think I have any staunch type of watchers that have even clicked on the notifications to see what's going on, and if they would watch a live, because I'm pretty dry, I know it. Sooner or later, like when I got the howls on the other side of the swamp in the one video, and they pretty much forced me to go out into my lawn, because not just that one howl happened, it was howls from 3 or 4 different ones, and then the coyotes started up. And they were all coming in my direction, so I went out into my lawn for a while. 15 minutes. Decided it was probably a good idea to give them their space for a while in case they were hunting something that was near me. I highly doubt they were hunting me. They might have been testing me. I don't know. I have a couple of ideas for that. Whether or not they're testing me to see what I'll do if I'm scared. I did get kind of loud with them. Stood my ground for long enough to tell them that don't come over here. I will protect myself if I have to. And by all intents and purposes, if they can move as fast as I'm thinking they could probably move, by the time I realize that I'm really under a threat, if I see one standing there not moving, by the time I could effectively protect myself, they'd have a hold of me for sure. But I'm not really afraid. If they've been watching me this long, then they're not really interested in coming out and messing with me. They probably know and have been told by their ancestors, don't mess with the humans because a lot more humans will come out looking for you. And they won't stop until you're all dead. Because that's what humans do. Could you imagine, just think of how big the oceans are? Can you imagine how big the ocean is? And when there's a shark attack, they go out and try to find that shark, which means they're catching and killing any shark big enough to attack a human. And then cutting it open to see if it has anything in it. And they didn't catch that one shark. They're killing hundreds of sharks when one human gets killed. So that's our mentality, and they know it. I'm sure that's why they don't mess with people. I could imagine a scenario of trapping one in a spot where it can't get away and it defending itself just the same as we would. Dogmen? I'm not sure. I've got several different things rattling around in my brain about dogmen. But every time you hear about Sasquatch sightings and all that other stuff, I can hear the tablets right there, but I just heard something shuffle right in here. Maybe it's watching the video back there, so I won't scare it away. I heard you, Kyle. Come watch the video. Let that thing take a picture so I don't have to come out here anymore. I'd much rather just see you with my eyes, but I'll take a picture. No, we're going to talk about him right now. Dee doesn't like to say dog man or werewolf or any of the other cryptids out loud. It may call them. Nobody knows. People have all kinds of ideas, and some of the ideas I hear are more what you would do as a human if you were hiding in the woods and somebody was coming out looking for you, But we can't really and truly think like them because we do not have their experience. Do not have enough knowledge about them to understand them like as well as I understand deer. I don't have to live out here, but I understand that deer are a prey animal, and they do have ways to protect themselves. They tend to run away from human beings, but I've also seen them come looking for help from human beings. I was approached by a doe once, and I followed her for quite a distance, and I'm not sure if she was leading me away from her fawn or trying to lead me to her fawn, but 20 minutes later I could still see her and she was still looking back at me. But she had gone out into private land, and I stopped and started walking back, but she did not come back and start looking for me. So I think she was leading me away, but you can't tell. I'm not sure exactly why she was doing that. And it was summertime, and I wasn't hunting at the time or anything like that, so just to let you know. Kyle! Where I parked my car is pretty much the only place to park your car, and there's no other people out here. It is legal to carry a gun in New York State on state land to hunt coyotes. During deer season, during gun season for deer, it has to be either a shotgun with birdshot or buckshot, or a rimfire, which is 22. It can't be a rifle or a shotgun with a slug, because then they could say that you were possibly hunting deer at night with a flashlight. So you can't have anything that is legal to hunt a deer at night during the hunting season. But it's only bow season right now, so there could be people out here but generally they bring some big heavy-duty speakers that blast a high-pitched squeal like a rabbit being in stress and try to call the coyotes in. Kyle! I can't tell if it's my hands are cold or what, but they went away. So I just got the chills for a second when I looked out in this direction. I got the chills. Now my light only zeroes in a little bit more than what this light is right here. Dee's light goes right down into almost a laser. She can look down through little holes in the woods. I kind of like that, but it's very hard to switch it from little to big when you need to see something closer up. So I turn mine all the way down and then back out just a little bit so I can see in the medium distance very well and far away a little bit. I'm really only concerned about how far the camera can see, because with the flashlight I can see further than the camera can, but in the middle distance the camera is actually looking at stuff longer than my eyes are because my eyes dart around. I'm looking like to the edge of that tree and then to the edge of the tree on the other side and then over here and back and forth. But the camera's constantly looking and it sees whatever it sees for the entire pan across. When I do this, you can see something for like 2 seconds, but my eyes only try to see it for like a quarter of a second at the most. The only time I stare at an area is if I hear branches or movement of some kind, which I'm not hearing anything in this. It is so clear out here that I'm not sure how close they could get to me. If they stand still and let me walk up to them, that's one thing, but them actually walking through this forest of little trees like this, they're gonna make noise no matter what. Excuse me. Kyle! I'm gonna make a whoop, so watch your ears. Whoop! Whoop whoop! Now I have started doing that. I'll never say it enough. I hate doing that long howl. As a kid, the only monster I was ever afraid of was a werewolf. And thinking that dogmen might exist and you could very easily, see, now that's the old trail where the old trail went through the woods. But when they did the logging, they made this new trail. The old trail came from over there. Oh, I must have breathed on the lens. Come on, dumb thing. There we go. The old trail came from that direction. Same place, and then went through the woods right here. But when they came in here and New York State decided to sell all the trees, make a huge mess. I guess they took the tops of the trees and made this road for themselves. Because I know a bunch of us called and complained because they did this. They did this right here. Left tons and tons of trees. Alright. Time to switch hands. Not that my right hand's getting fatigued, but it's getting cold. Stick it in my pocket until I want to use the other thing. I'm guessing my breath keeps unfocusing my phone. I'm about to get another phone. Going from this Motorola Z4 that I have. I liked it because not only do I like Motorola stuff, but it has a lot of cool apps on it, and the back of it has a spot to hook things to it, and I have a couple little gadgets for it, speakers and whatnot. Got that chilly feeling again. But whatever it is keeping its distance quite a bit. Now I can cover this light. I don't think the phone on video mode can actually see out into the woods like I can right here. But it's almost as light as if you were walking in your living room when the kitchen light is on. Like you can see enough to step over and around things. And the longer I stay like that, the actually more I can see. It's a beautiful full moon. Crystal clear sky. But when I do this, I'm limiting myself down to maybe 25 yards of what I can see, and then it's dark after that. But without the light, I can see probably 50 yards. Not good. Mind you, not real good, but I could see if anything was moving for sure. Kyle! Whoop whoop! Making noise, Kyle! Come on out! Come on, buddy! I don't know what that noise was. Two trees rubbing together? Not branches, no cracking, but two big trees rubbing together is what I heard. Like what you hear when there's a good wind, 20-mile-an-hour wind, and you hear the trees rub together. That's kind of what I heard off in that direction. Come on, Kyle. Come on, buddy. The dog man. Come on out. I won't do anything. Here, I'm going to point the light at my face, okay? Look, this is me. Oh, God. I pointed both lights right at my face like a dumbass. Now I can't see. It's just me. You've seen me before. It's all right. Come on out. You don't have to get super close. Just let me see you. And I know they can't. They're not speaking English. I'm just hoping they can hear my tone of my voice and not be scared. Keep telling them the same thing. Come on out, and calling them Kyle. I know they can't understand me. I'm not dumb. Oh, man. Maybe it warmed up a little bit. Starting to see my breath more. Kyle! Whoop! Where you at? Can't believe it's been a half hour already. Holy cow. Time goes fast. I thought for sure I was going to hear or see something tonight. I had that. Did you hear that? Coyotes. Whoop! Whoop! There's a person out here. Sounds more like a dog than a coyote. can just start hearing Dee's voice right here. If there was coyote sounding out that direction. Kyle! Whoop! That's why I don't like to do those long howls. That thing could have heard me from a mile away just to come and check it out to see what I was. But coyotes are very skittish things. They don't deal with humans unless they're in a very big pack. And most likely, just like the swamp, they know where I am, and they're just going to avoid me and go on with their whatever they're doing. I hope. I hate having to test my theories and have them proven wrong, but I'm prepared. If I have to, I have to. And I don't know, I really don't know what messed with my doggy door. Kyle! I can't tell now that I'm closer to the thing. That's why I keep walking away from D on the video. Sometimes she crashes stuff or walks in the leaves and stuff, and I can't tell if it's on the video or in the woods sometimes. Kyle! Whoop! Because that coyote sound was not answered by a whole bunch of other coyotes. Like when I was in the nursery and they were across the swamp. And then out in the no-no woods, a bunch of coyotes went off after a couple of howls. This was more of a sound. This was more of a sound like telling the other ones that, yep, I'm over here now. So they're probably split all apart, looking for something to track down. And when they do go off, and they all go off, and they start to come together, that's when they find something. Which is why when they all went off and started coming in my direction, that's why I left. Because that's a hunting strategy that they have. I know I'm not following the camera with my light. y'all think, y'all, from New York, I don't use y'all very much, but y'all think that I'm doing this for you. And I'm not. What I'm doing it for is so I can go back and watch things and then be able to slow it down to a quarter speed and zoom in and see things that I could not see with my bare eyes because I'm not looking at it long enough for it to register. Whoop! Kyle! Now Dee, when she gets scared and hears something, what she wants is confirmation that it's a tall man. So she has this questioning, scared whoop. It's like whoop. I can't even do it. It's like whoop. Like, please be a tall man and not anything else. Please make a noise back that a tall man would make, I think is her intention. I'm not laughing at it. I laugh when she does it because it's funny to me, but I understand why she does it. And when something scares her, a loud noise near her, she says, hello, hi. And that busts me out every time. I just, for some reason, other people being scared and getting hurt makes me laugh. I'm that type of a person. I have a very dark sense of humor to start with, but some people might take that as a bad thing. Now it's 37 degrees and there's a moth. Probably even less than 37 now, but there is obviously a moth coming after my light. So bugs do fly when you think it's too cold for bugs to be out there. They're actually doing their thing. And rods, some people have sorry, I'm seeing no. Look at this tiny wood structure, like over in my woods. A little bent tree right there. A little bent tree. A tiny wood structure. Like over in the nursery. And there's a bunch of other little small, leaned against trees, small stuff like over in the nursery. There's that stupid tack in the woods again. I don't come over here enough. I don't come over here at all. I don't come over here enough to realize or know what's new or what was there or what could have happened during a storm. Because when things like that happen and there hasn't been any high winds or thunderstorms or any of that stuff, whoop! Sorry, that was a little loud. But when things like that happen and there hasn't been any high wind, you come out here all the time and you notice the changes. But I haven't. I came out here for that other video, but I haven't been out here enough to notice changes. I'm in my nursery woods every single day almost, so I noticed the changes in there that happened all summer long, but all I can do is compare my nursery woods, what that stuff looks like, to compared to what I see over here. And out in those, in the daytime out there, I showed in the out and to the left video, I just heard a like that. It sounded like a big tree leaning and creaking, or a rake, or a predator. Didn't sound like a growl. It's too high pitched to be a growl. Anybody over here? Kyle? Kyle? I had the thought that tonight was going to be the night. I don't know, it still could be. 45 minutes, so walk up here a little ways and then go back and pack it up because it's going to take me a long time to get back to my car. I heard coyotes. Their yipping yell that they do doesn't sound like a wolf. You can tell it's a coyote because it has that undulating, high-pitched sound underneath it. And if they were coming over here to check me out, they did not make themselves known at all. I did not hear them or see them. When I look back behind me, it's like I can't believe that when I cover the light, that the camera can't see, because I can see pretty good. Anyway, that's why the coyotes come out. I didn't hear any owls, which is surprising. I usually hear owls when I start yelling for Kyle. They come around because they like that I might kick up a rabbit or whatever. Then that rabbit will hop around in the woods in the dark a little bit and they'll find it. I did not hear anything really close to me because I think I would hear the crunching or snapping very far away if they weren't being super stealthy. Which is another reason why maybe no background noise, so they decide they're not going to come out here. Too easy for me to detect them. I don't know. They're not stupid for sure. Kyle! Come on, buddy! Come on, Kyle! I know I don't normally come over here. Watch, they were all sitting there waiting for me to be in the nursery. Like, oh, you didn't come out here, I wonder why. But they had to, even in the nursery, they had to heard me howl over here and yell Kyle really loud. Living out in the woods, there's no way that they're not super sensitive to that. And Dee made a little short, and I believe she's right. I don't know if this is super close to the end times or not. I'm not a religious person by far. I'm not anti-religious, don't take that too far. I'm one of those people that goes out in the middle of the night looking for Bigfoot because I want proof of what is making those sticks structures in my woods. I'm thinking it's Sasquatch. Could be Sasquatch. Could be dogmen. Could be elves. I have no idea, but I want to see them. I don't necessarily want to see them do it, but I want to see what is making it. Then I won't have to come out here at nighttime anymore. I'm out here looking for one cryptid and see a one-off. So I think that I'll blame everything that's happening on that one time that thing's been in New York State ever, just passing through. And it's not what's doing it, but that's what I'll certainly blame it on, because I only got to see one Kyle or one dog man. My coming out here at nighttime will have paid off. Because I'm not out here to prove it to y'all. I'm out here to prove this to myself. And I'm hoping that Dee's voice will help. But in that short video, like she said, I think she's marked somehow. Not by smell, not like they peed on her and smell, but something about her. Energy, maybe. What she does, the fact that she keeps going out and going out and going out, that she's marked. I'm not of the belief that a dog man could possibly find her or chase her truck 3.5 hours away. I don't think that that's what happened, unless they portal. Unless they're more supernatural than biological. There's no way that they're following her. So they must be marking her. They could have possibly marked her truck. They definitely followed her from wherever she was. One of the times where she was closest to her house, they followed her from there. Now they know where her house is. And if they marked her truck, they could go for that smell. They could go for that smell and then eventually find out where that is. Pee on the tire and keep following it. But they're not going to follow it 3.5 hours at 60 miles an hour. There's no way. Kyle, I'm all done. Going home now. All right.
Okay, I got to the entrance. Am I okay now?
We're going to.
No.
Stop that. And back to the desktop. Close that down. Put that back in here. Just flat out throw that in there. Kyle, I'm going home. Maybe I got a picture of him coming up and trying to look at Dee. Like I said, if it's a marking of some type, 3.5 hours away, they're coming to check her out. Because her trailer or her truck smells like their pee. So other ones are coming to check them out, possibly. And there's just literally no way of knowing what exactly is happening, but I think she's marked, and especially that dog man that came right out. Come on, thing. There we go. That thing that came right out with her out into the field, I think that was a dog man that was told to keep an eye on her, and it was making sure that she was getting home safe, not trying to necessarily scare her away, because she was already leaving. So if Bigfoot and Dogman exist, I do believe that the Bigfoot used them for security, tracking, hunting, that kind of thing. And like we would use smart animals to do the same thing. Or maybe dog men are actually more like men than we actually know, and they have some type of a language between Sasquatch and dog men. Some type of a mutual beneficial thing. I don't know. I have no idea. But in any case, I think that Dee's home clan has marked her and has sent things to make sure that she's okay when she's in other places. Not sure how they do it. Like I said, it could be scent on her truck. It could be her voice. Maybe they're telepathic. God only knows. But there is definitely something following her around, and I would go as far as to say I would be more willing to bet that that is a paranormal thing acting like it's a dog man. And I told her so, and I told her to go ahead and get either a shaman or a priest and make sure that that is not what's happening. So at 56 minutes, and my battery just told me it's in battery saver mode, so I'm going to get out here around this corner real quick. I won't stop and keep looking around. I'll just walk, talk a little bit. But I believe that it's more likely she has an attachment either from the cornfield or one of the cemeteries that she went to paranormally, and it is mocking being something else, like the thing that was in her closet could be the same thing that was outside of her window. We don't know. And if she goes ahead and gets some spiritual help, we'll make sure that it's not that, and then we can focus on Dogman and see what's going on. So that's my thoughts about that, and about to run out of juice, and it's almost an hour, so I'm going to shut this off and get back to my car. So have a good night, Dee. I saw nothing. I heard a coyote yell. I didn't hear any stick breaks. I didn't see anything. And I want to save what little bit of battery's left in my phone in case I need to turn it back on real fast on my way out. So have a good night. Bye.